You guys know natural hair is trial and error, baby. You're going to have some failed hairstyles and you're going to have some popping hairstyles. What's up, babes, and welcome back to another video. I'm Denise if you're new, and this is my curly life. Today, as you can tell from the thumbnail, we are doing my favorite go-to, one of my favorite go-to. My best perm rod sets are always when my hair is blow dried and stretched a little bit. I have seen videos where people start from wet hair, but me personally, I feel like I get a more defined curl when my hair is blown out. So I am starting on freshly washed and blow dry hair, and I have a video showing you guys how I blow dry my hair. I'll link that up here somewhere so that you guys can reference that. But let's get into it. So typically I would cheat a perm rod set. I will only use maybe like 8 to 10 perm rods. I have another video doing my perm rods and I only used a few, but today I want to take my time and go through and really get that full beautiful look. Today I will be using the Lotta Body Mousse. This is their milk and honey, and that is the only product that I'm going to be using today. And I'm just going to take my time. This is about the size section that I'll be using. I feel like that makes a difference as well whenever it comes down to the takedown process. The size of the section of hair that you curl with your perm rod set, of how the curls will come out. I'll just use about 2 pumps. So you just want to massage that mousse through. Make sure you get it down to the tips. And I like to start at the ends. I like to start at the ends and roll it. Make sure your end is nice and tucked. If you need to add a little bit more mousse to this part to make sure that it's nice and smooth, because how the curl looks on the perm rod set, that's how it's going to look when you unravel it. So I just roll that a few times and then twist it up. Hold it and twist all the way up into the root. Now, if you have thick roots and your roots sometimes come out puffy, then you can twist your hair down a little bit, and I'll show you guys that on this side. But you can take your hair, stretch it, and twist it a few times just to make sure that your root is straight. Like that, down just a few times. And then take your perm rod, and I have a bunch of different perm rods here. I have the orange ones, the purple ones. We're just using what we have today. I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got.
I'll do the best I can with what I got. Oh!
Roll it down and twist it. And I like to lay the next part of the hair on top of my end just to make sure, and I'm gonna add a little bit more mousse just to make sure it's laying nice and flat on the rod. And then once I get the end of my hair tucked onto the hair that's coming down, I start twisting up. So that's a way that you can keep your roots straight whenever you're doing it, and I hope you guys can see. So like I said, this is about the size section that you want, and you just want to make sure that your hair is nice and detangled before you apply your mousse. I really like this Lotta Body Mousse. I've tried a bunch of different things, but I really like this one when it comes to a styling product. And smooth it out. Make sure you're getting it all through every strand of the hair, especially on your ends, because we want that to lay flat. I feel like the bottom of the curl is the most important, because if the curl is nice and then your ends are frizzy, it kind of like defeats the whole point. So make sure your section is nice and smooth and coated. And I'm just going to take another one of my perm rods and start from the bottom and tuck this in. Make sure my end of my hair is tucked into the hair that I'm wrapping down, and then twist once it's nice and secure. And you want to pull it kind of tight, but not too tight where you feel like you damaging your hair, but tight enough to where your hair feels nice and smooth and tightly secured onto the perm rod. That is going to help with defining your curl as well. Another thing that is very important whenever you're doing your rod set is making sure that you have a straight part. Because when I first started out doing perm rods, because you guys know natural hair is trial and error, baby. You're going to have some failed hairstyles and you're going to have some popping hairstyles. But what I learned is making sure that your part is straight, because when you're just grabbing hair and putting it into the perm rod, that's how you get snags, you get unnecessary breakage. So if you're starting out on blow dried hair, this should be easy for you to just, and I'm just using my finger, but just making sure that there's no extra hair caught in between whenever it comes time to wrap it and put the rod on. See how nice and smooth it is on the rod. Okay, so this is how my hair is looking now. I did finish wrapping it all up into the perm rods, and I'm gonna go sit underneath a dryer because I actually need to take these down because I'm going somewhere later on. So typically I would sleep in these, but I'm going to go sit under my hooded dryer, and I'll link it down below if you guys are interested in seeing which one. And I did some lashes, some individuals. If you guys have ever watched any of my vlogs, I use these ones from Amazon. Quick and easy, literally takes you no time. So I will see you guys in about an hour or two. Okay, it's a little while later. I've probably only had these in for maybe like 5 hours. So we have our fingers crossed right now that these are dry, because I have to go. We're gonna see. It feels pretty dry to me. And then for my takedown, I don't have any specific way that I do it. And sorry if y'all hear my kids in the back. They are awake now, okay? But I just like to unsnap it and twist it the opposite way. They look pretty decent, so we gonna rock with it. So now that I have the rods out, I just like to take my favorite oil, which is by Vigorous, a little small amount, and run my fingers through my hair. Just a little bit. And start separating them, but I'm gonna be careful separating them because I do want these to last at least for a week. So I'm not gonna do too much. Like this one that I twisted, it didn't turn out like it's curled, but it's not all the way to the top like I like it. And whenever I'm doing the perm rod, I like to kind of pull the curl down, and wherever it naturally splits, I just follow that. Ooh, I'm so happy that this dried, because if it wouldn't have dried, it would have been so frizzy. And I would have been so upset because I literally have somewhere to be in like 20 minutes. So I would have been SOL. This is my first time doing a perm rod set with this hair color in too. It's kind of cute. All right, so now that I have it separated, I just want to like make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to use this. And then once you get to this point, it's pretty much you just playing around with it until it looks how you want it to look. And I really don't know how I want this to look, so. All right, so after playing around with it for literally like 20 minutes, and now I'm late. After playing around with it, I love it. I think it turned out super cute. Y'all know I had a side part bob last month, and I trimmed my natural hair. So it looked kind of awkward in my face, I thought. So I just pinned it up, but this is the final results. I think it turned out super cute. And I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you will try a perm rod set on yourself, let me know down in the comments. Or let me know another technique that I should try. What is this? Or if you guys want me to try another technique when it comes to the perm rods or flexi rods, any type of hairstyle you guys want to see me try, I would love to do it. So comment down below, and if you've made it this far and you're new, please don't forget to subscribe, tap that button, become a part of the family, because I would love to have you. So that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.